The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities. The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Titan Machinery is your go-to Case IH agricultural equipment dealer. Your Highmore and Pierre locations have a large selection of new and used ag equipment with access to one of the largest parts and whole goods inventories in the country. Titan Machinery prides itself in providing quality Case IH parts, service, and support to Highmore, Pierre, and the surrounding communities. Stop by Titan Machinery of Highmore and Pierre today.
Have all of your painting supplies at the paint store in Pierre. They mix paint and they color match paint. They carry interior and exterior stains. Great selection of paint. Find it at 1006 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. The paint store, 605-224-8312, 224-8312. Paint Store is a proud supporter of the Stanley County Buffaloes and the Pierre Governors in sports and activities. The Paint Store, same great paint, same great services.
The Fieldhouse in Pierre is your premier spot to watch all the sports, from your local Govs and Lady Govs, as well as Buffs and Lady Buffs, all the way up to your favorite big league teams. Kick back and relax with a pizza, nachos, burgers, or one of our air-fried appetizers. Wash down the food with your pick from our array of premium beverages. Between the action, be sure to check out the unique and plentiful memorabilia throughout the building. We can't wait for you to come in and watch the games with us broadcast on liveticket.tv. The Fieldhouse in Pierre.
The Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierre, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Corner Station and the Crossing. The Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Rapid City supports all South Dakota student athletes and their families. They are conveniently located off Interstate 90, close to downtown and minutes from the beautiful Black Hills. The Ramkota offers sports and family-friendly rates. Guests can relax for free in the indoor water park. They have 36,000 square feet of banquet and meeting space, and the award-winning Minerva's Restaurant and Bar is located on site. Best Western Ramkota welcomes everyone to beautiful Rapid City, South Dakota.
DRG Media Group Sports is the official voice of the Pierre Governors.
Keenels wants to run again, and he's got room. 40, 30, foot race to the 10, 5, and a touchdown. Pierre will come back and set up Avery Kaiser on the outside left through the block, and that's down.
The official voice of the Pierre Governors, River 92.7, and also at the River 92.7 page of the DRG News app, brought to you by Golden Buffalo and DRGnews.com.
Riverview RV Park overlooks Lake Sharp on the Missouri River. They have all the amenities from full hookups, laundry, showers, dog park, play area, and free Wi-Fi. There's no need to drive across the country. When here in central South Dakota, you can find some of the best fishing and the most spectacular sunrises and sunsets. Call us today at 605-280-6266 or reserve your next camping spot online at briggsrvpark.com. Make Riverview RV Park your home away from home experience.
John Hoffman Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor and so much more. No job is too big or too small for our team of professionals. We pride ourselves on keeping up with new technologies such as Aerial, an augmented reality vision.
Pierre Governor Basketball on River 92.7 is brought to you by
Bank West, Lynn's Dakota Mark, Fisher Rounds and Associates, First Dakota National Bank, the May Adam Law Firm, and the Corner Station and the Crossing.
Governor Basketball is brought to you by
Beck Motors, Dakota Storm Roofing, Dairy Queen, Live Ticket, Overhead Door, Ranky Gray Wealth Management, Avera Orthopedics, Gateway Ford, Lincoln Toyota, and Kruger Contracting.
And Governor Basketball is brought to you in part by
Hawaii Federal Credit Union, TMA, Adventera, Kathy's Sun and Shine Properties, Gators Pizza, Pasta and Subs, Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, Bauman Lumber, Lariat Lanes, Wagner Auto, Capital City Campus, the Brittany Shufflebine Agency, and Birding Electric.
These special in-game sponsors bring you Governor Basketball.
Becky Potsdam State Farm Insurance, the Hughes County Sheriff's Department, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, Central Dakota Eye Care, Envirotech, the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection, Comtech, Coca-Cola Bottling, Leibniz Associates, Ameriprise Financial, Family Dental of Pierre and Gettysburg, Hermanson Endodontics, Cowboy Country Stores, and Gales Gas Service.
Now, Pierre Governor Basketball.
And a good afternoon once again. Happy Saturday. We welcome you to another day of high school basketball, Pierre Governor style, here in your home for Pierre Governor Basketball, River 92.7 and DRGnews.com. Live video up and running with the help of Caleb and Live Ticket. I'm Brian Oakland here from Harrisburg as the Governors spent an overnight trip in the Sioux Falls area. Last night, very well played ball game, but coming up short against second-ranked Sioux Falls O'Gorman, 55-49. Today they'll take on the Harrisburg Tigers. And again, we welcome you with Heather Williams in studio as well. Right now watching a sophomore game that has Harrisburg up by 7, 58-51. It's been pretty nip and tuck in this one throughout. The Harrisburg, there's 2:40 left in this game, now 58-53 with Pierce scoring on an inbound play. The JV game was all Harrisburg as they hit a barrage of three-pointers in the second half, third quarter in particular, as they won that one going away. And that three-point I want to say a specialist shooting, a team of three-point specialists in the Harrisburg varsity might be something that we'll be seeing here when the Governors get going here at about 3 o'clock with the tip-off. But good to have you here. We'll take our opening break of 2 minutes, and we'll come back and get into a look around South Dakota high school basketball Class AA, but we'll start also with the keys to success, our Becky Potsdam State Farm pregame show from the Becky Potsdam Agency in Pierre comes up in 2 minutes. We welcome you once again to high school basketball with the Pierre Governors, your official voice of the Governors, River 92.7 and DRGnews.com.
Here's the deal. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you save an average of $885. The team at Potsdam State Farm in Pierre and Gregory are ready to help you combine home and auto and save. Call 224-4173 today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Average annual per household savings based on 2019 National Survey by State Farm of new policyholders who reported saving by switching to State Farm.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose Bank West. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
There's an app for everything, including high school sports from the stations of DRG Media Group. Download the DRG News app, brought to you by the Golden Buffalo Casino, from the App Store or Google Play. It takes only a moment, so you'll have it in time for this game. See live and archived video of all games. And when you select your favorite station during the live stream, the video will immediately pop up. See Central South Dakota high school sports on your phone or mobile device with the DRG News app, brought to you by the Golden Buffalo Casino. Download it now at the App Store or Google Play.
Hi, everyone. This is Brian Oakland, the voice of the Pierre Governors on River 92.7. You know, the men and women at the Hughes County Sheriff's Office know a great team when they see one. Long hours, hard work, determination. The Govs have it, and we're proud to support them. If you want to know more about our 361 team and how you can be a part of it, log on at hughescounty.org and click on the Sheriff's tab. The Hughes County Sheriff's Office says, "Go Govs."
Welcome back to Harrisburg High School. Good place for basketball, a wide open court, and that's what's coming up a little bit later on. 1 minute to go in our sophomore game, and Harrisburg leading the Governors 60-55 as this one coming down to the wire, and we've got a good view of it from the Hughes County Sheriff's Office broadcast booth. That's where our broadcast originates. Thanks to the men and women of the Sheriff's Office for doing what they do, for all first responders in doing what they do in protecting Central South Dakota. This is the Hughes County Sheriff's Office broadcast booth. You get a good view of it if you watch on our live video stream at drgnews.com and the River 92.7 page, live ticket covering live video streaming again from the Hughes County Sheriff's Office broadcast booth. Let's take a quick look as we start our Becky Pottsema State Farm pregame show with the way things are right now. We didn't get to look around South Dakota Class AA last night, but here's what's happened in boys basketball so far this week. Harrisburg, the team we'll see tonight, this afternoon, started the week with a Monday game that they added to the schedule as they defeated Sioux City East, Iowa, 78-65. Points being scored by this Tiger squad this week. Of course, Tuesday night, the Governors suffered an ugly loss to the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles at home, 50-35. Just could not get shots to fall. A little bit better job of that last night, but they'll need a lot more of that coming up this afternoon. Brandon Valley, meanwhile, Tuesday beats Brookings 50-40. Watertown over Huron 59-44. Out west, Spearfish lost at St. Thomas More. Douglas losing at home to Red Cloud. Sturgis got a home win over Hill City in the Black Hills Conference. Games that happened on Thursday night then had Yankton winning at Brandon Valley 52-40. Sioux Falls Roosevelt stayed unbeaten with a 64-51 win over Sioux Falls Jefferson. It was Lincoln over Washington, high scoring 83-81. And Spearfish went to Rapid City Central, knocked off the Cobblers 62-58. Last night, some good ball games. And again, the Governors played much better last night in a loss at second-ranked O'Gorman. Still a loss, but the kind of effort they're going to need today, and we'll see if they can duplicate that and maybe come out on top. We'll see. 55-49, the Knights get the win, though. Harrisburg here hosted Marshall, Minnesota, got another 70-plus point output in a 73-59 victory. Huron wins by 2 at Brookings, 55-53. Watertown out at Douglas gets a 66-54 win, and Sioux Falls Roosevelt another win to stay unbeaten, as they are now 10-0 with a 64-43 win over Sioux Falls, Washington. Roosevelt actually trailed at halftime in that game, but they ran away from that one in the second half. So here's where we are right now in the power rankings. Sioux Falls Roosevelt 10-0 is the number 1 seed right now. O'Gorman, after their win over the Governors last night, 11-2, still at number 2. But Harrisburg has vaulted from number 5 now to up to number 3 with a 6-4 mark. And Mitchell, 9-2, is the 4 seed. Yankton is up into the 5, followed by Jefferson, Lincoln, and Washington, 6, 7, and 8, with Aberdeen Central in at number 9, Brandon Valley 10, Watertown 11. The Governors started last night in the 12 spot. They're still in the 12 spot with a 5-7 mark, and then the top 16 finishes with Rapid City Stevens, Spearfish, Rapid City Central, and Huron, and it's Brookings, Sturgis, and Douglas on the outside looking in. Schedule of games today with Pierre at Harrisburg, also including Mitchell in the Corn Palace hosting Sioux Falls Lincoln. Out west, Yankton goes to Douglas, and Rapid City Stevens and Central get together at Central High. In the week ahead for the teams that we see here today, Harrisburg has a matchup at home against Brandon Valley on Tuesday. They go to Aberdeen on Friday, while the Governors will match up with the Yankton Bucks in their next contest. That'll be on Friday at Riggs High Gym, and then following that, a couple of Tuesdays from now, the Governors will go to Huron with matchups, of course, here on River 92.7. Take a look at the girls' matchups here. By the way, a 62-57 win finished off by Harrisburg. Girls with the Governors losing at Aberdeen on Tuesday night, 44-28. Harrisburg lost at home to Mitchell, 46-42. Mentioned it last night. The Mitchell girls are really starting to play a lot better than what they started the season with, and starting to string some wins together. They had another win last night, 55-33 at Sioux Falls Lincoln. Harrisburg did not play last night in girls basketball. They are playing this afternoon at Brandon Valley. Pierre again hosted number 1 O'Gorman last night, 75-54. Better effort for the Governor girls as well, but O'Gorman just too much offense. Watertown got a win at Douglas. Stevens beats Central in Rapid City last night, 51-40. Today with the Governors hosting, not today, rather, again, Harrisburg is at Brandon Valley today. Yankton is at Douglas. Watertown plays at Class A Belle Fourche. The Governor girls will host Harrisburg, and the girls' version of this game that we'll have this afternoon, that'll be Tuesday night here on River 92.7, and we'll have it at 6:30 from Riggs High Gym. The Governors also go to Yankton on Thursday on River 92.7. Harrisburg, after Tuesday, will then host Aberdeen on Friday. A look at the way things are with Washington and O'Gorman, number 1 and 2. Stevens, Brandon Valley, Watertown, and Rapid City Central through the top 6. Jefferson and Lincoln 7 and 8. Huron has passed Harrisburg into the 9 spot. Harrisburg setting at number 10. The Governor girls, with their mark now at 3 and 9 on the season, are at number 14 in the power rankings. They did move up from 15 to 14 with the loss to O'Gorman last night. That's the state of basketball in our Becky Pottsville State Farm pregame show. We'll take a 2-minute break. Keys to success are coming up next. Before we go to break, we'll remind you, on behalf of the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, who celebrates being a part of a team, make sure you buckle up. Snow means slow. In winter driving conditions, drive for the conditions. Snow meaning slow, and buckle up every trip, every time. The South Dakota Office of Highway Safety. 2 minutes, and we talk with Brianna Kuzler, our Central Dakota Eye Care. Keys to success coming up next. This is Governor Basketball.
Beck Motor Company hopes your holiday season was a healthy and joyful time with your family and friends. As we head into the new year, we wish to thank our customers for their business and friendship. We're proud to serve you, and it's our hope that we can be there for your automotive needs in 2022. Whether it's a new vehicle, maintenance work, detail, or a fender bender, we are here for you. Beck-Motors.com, 605-224-5912.
Dakota Storm Roofing is a locally owned roofing company in Pierre, specializing in both residential and commercial roofing services. They can handle your asphalt shingle, metal roofing, and flat roof needs. New construction, plus all types of roof repairs. They can handle the finishing touches, adding fascia, soffit, and gutters too. No job is too big or too small. For a free estimate, call Dakota Storm Roofing at 280-9794. Go to DakotaStormRoofing.com or find them on Facebook or Instagram. Hey, DQ fans, when was the last time you ordered the crispy classic chicken strips or the juicy rotisserie-style chicken bites? Both baskets are sumptuous, tender, and paired with Texas toast and golden French fries. With options this good, either choice is the perfect choice. Enjoy your favorite chicken basket today at DQ. Happy tastes good. There's one place to watch Pierre Governors sports online, and that's liveticket.tv. Go Govs Live is where you can find Pierre Governors sports online. And the folks at Live Ticket thank all of the sponsors that help make sure this all brought to you for free. And if you'd like to sponsor Pierre Governors sports, just call Live Ticket at 833-605-LIVE. That's 833-605-LIVE. Pierre Governors sports. Watch them online with Live Tickets.
All right, keys to success, and here we go to a Saturday afternoon game at Harrisburg with Coach Brianna Kusler, and looking back on last night, a really well-played ball game, all things considered, at O'Gorman. And, you go into a game like that and you're such a big underdog. I think, again, we said it last night, there's no moral victories, but still a game and a performance to be proud of, but it's only worth the effort if you come back and get another strong performance today.
Right. The environment that we played in last night was something that was we were really looking forward to, and we felt like we could elevate our game with that, and I felt like we rose to the occasion and went in and played with no fear and just allowed ourselves to play how we were capable of. But you're exactly right. There's one doesn't do anything for us, and we didn't even come away with the win. We came away with the loss, but we've got to continue to build on what we've done. I felt like last night was strides. We had been making some steps, and now we're starting to stride in the direction we want to be going, and we need to continue to do that, and then you're going to be rewarded with some wins. But continuing to do those little things that we did last night and put together a complete game.
That was maybe, and somebody told me from the O'Gorman circle last night, our good old friend Vinny Olson, who is a peer guy, but working for them now. But he and his buddy told me that was one of the more physical games that O'Gorman has played this year. And physicality, I think, is really a strong point if the Governors use that to their advantage.
Yeah, they let us play last night quite a bit, and that's to our advantage because we want our guys to get up and be physical and dictate what they are doing offensively. Really, we want them to take more shots that we want them to take and less that they want to take. And those shots that they want to take are the ones that are a little bit easier, not as much contact. They're just like O'Gorman is. Harrisburg's the same way. They're not interested in banging around inside necessarily, give or take a kid or two. They'd rather be around the perimeter. And if they allow us to continue to be physical like we are, and they weren't fouls last night. It's just basketball. There's physicality in basketball, and allowing everybody to use that to our advantage because our strength is a huge advantage. Our strength and athleticism and our length is something that we want to make sure that we're utilizing as much as possible.
So that team last night was a 2-ranked team, or the second power-rated team in the state. Now you get the third power-rated team after a win for Harrisburg last night over Marshall, Minnesota, but I think a bit of a different ball club, even though what we saw in the JV squad from Harrisburg, they shoot a lot of threes too. I don't know if the varsity is going to be that same way.
They're exactly the same. They shoot as many as they can around the perimeter, and they're not afraid to fire early in the shot clock and late in the shot clock. They'll fire at all times. So we've got to make sure that we're transitioning well and in lanes where we're contesting those threes early on, and then making sure as they come off and attack in various ways that we're not over helping necessarily, helping when we need to, but not exposing the perimeter so much. They'll be down a little bit inside with some guys out, so that will be big for us. I think they're really going to struggle to defend us inside. We need to make sure that we're taking advantage of that and do our job on the inside.
So with that three-point shooting prowess that they have, they can score a lot of points. They put up 75 last night. You guys have been struggling still to put points on the board, even last night, and I think definitely you don't really want to get into a high-scoring track meet here today.
No, we've got to make sure that we're limiting possessions and play a little bit of defense with our offense, I guess you could say, and making sure that we've been really trying to emphasize getting some later looks in the shot clock and not some of those early looks that you might want, or Harrisburg is looking for. And we'll take them when we get them, when we're in rhythm, and certainly we will take those looks. But otherwise, we want to get that ball reversed, get good ball movement, and limit the amount of possessions that they have offensively by maximizing our offense, and again, crashing the boards hard offensively, seeing if we can get some offensive boards. We're going to be bigger than them in a lot of ways, so bigger and stronger, and we've got to take that advantage.
Yeah, and if they're going to be shooting threes, a lot of misses mean a lot of long rebounds. That leads to transition. What other keys do you have today?
You know, long shots, long rebounds, we talked about that last night too, and I thought we did a good job of meeting them pretty far out and getting a lot of those boards, but we want to minimize their opportunities coming just right back at the basket. They're going to capitalize on second chance opportunities, so getting that ball, looking for us to be able to push the tempo, getting some easy looks in transition, running our lanes hard will be really important.
All right, Coach, let's go play well and make something happen today,
yes,
all right?
thank you.
Brianna Kuzler, the head coach of the Pierre Governors. Coaches' comments and keys to success in our Governor pregame are sponsored by Central Dakota Eye Care in Pierre. We hear from them, and we're back with Scott Langrock, the head coach of the Harrisburg Tigers, as the Governor pregame continues.
The key to success starts with vision. Hi, this is Dr. Nick Marceau of Central Dakota Eye Care. Yearly comprehensive eye exams are key in detecting eye conditions before symptoms appear. Call us today at 224-6128 to schedule an appointment. New patients always welcome. The staff at Central Dakota Eye Care is proud of our area youth and support their high school activities. Best of luck in today's game. Central Dakota Eye Care, 640 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Better vision for a great life.
And it's time for more keys to success. Let's talk with Scott Langrock, the head coach of the Harrisburg Tigers. Coach, I tell you, you look at the way things are going right now. I mean, you've had maybe some ups and downs hitting the halfway point with a win over Marshall, Minnesota last night, but 6-4, but you've had a really strong schedule so far, and it's got you pretty high in the power rankings for what that's worth. But starting to get in a rhythm, it looks like, scoring some points and putting some W's together.
Yeah, no doubt about it. We're literally 2 possessions away from 2 more wins. We lost on a last-second play at Lamar's and a last-second full-court play at Yankton here earlier in the month. So yeah, we're really excited where we're at. To your point, we're just trying to find some consistency and getting some more movement, getting some more flow, getting that consistent attacking rim and kick out 3 type mentality offensively. So we've had a really good week that way shooting the ball, but you know how that is. You get trigger happy from the 3 and you make a couple nights, and then the next night you get a chance to shoot a bunch of 3s and they don't go in. So you got to be able to find a way to score in other ways.
Well, and last night I guess you're hitting them if you're putting 75 points in the board too.
Yeah, no doubt. We hit 12 last night and 12 on Monday, but I'm very, very pessimistic when it comes to live or die by that 3. So the nice thing about it is we did score 28 other points in the paint. So it's not just with a post touch, the old-fashioned traditional find a post player. It's our movement starting to get a bit better without the basketball on the backside, our pin screens, our flare screens, our slips. So that stuff is starting to show up and be more consistent, and therefore we got 28 points in the paint, not just the 12-3. So we're really excited about that. There's some potential there, but you know how it is in February, and now tonight starts a big ESD stretch. The next 3 are ESD games, and I've been in it long enough to know that it's a dogfight for 32 minutes and potentially more a lot of nights when it gets into February. So it'll be that challenge tonight.
And I think that brings up a point I'm curious about. You've played 3 teams, 2 of them this week from out of state, and what are the differences in the way those teams play versus the teams that you see? You mentioned the ESD, but also in the Metro Conference.
Yeah, no doubt. ESD, for one, is so competitive. Every possession, kids, it just amazes me how each team competes, because it means something. Mm-hmm. You play a Sioux City East and you play a Marshall, who both have 10, 11, 12 wins, but that's in their state. So when we played them this week, we made some early shots and they didn't really fight back. They didn't try to get back into the game, and that's not the case when you play ESD. Every possession matters, and if you got a 10-point lead after 1 quarter, it doesn't mean anything. So if you got a 10-point lead going into the 4th quarter, it doesn't mean anything. You got to try to win win every quarter. So it's gonna be that physical. I'm gonna take the ball from you. I'm gonna stop you. I'm gonna challenge you. I'm gonna beat you to the board. I'm not gonna let you drive or penetrate. Just every possession, it's personal. So that's what's awesome about the ESD in February, especially.
Yeah, if you saw anything with Pierre and O'Gorman last night, I mean, good game, physical game, and maybe you've got some adjustments you'll need to make.
Yeah, well, and Pierre's had a little bad luck here. They've lost a couple in a row, so they got something to prove. They got to validate themselves a little bit and build some confidence back. So they're going to be like that dog in the kennel right now, trying to get back their confidence. So it's a big time test for our guys. The toughness, the mental toughness. What are we going to do? How are we going to make adjustments when they take things away? What are we going to do? How are we going to do it when we don't make the three because they're taking it away? It'll be a great test for us. I'm excited to watch our guys play.
And then if you've got an injury in your front court as well, it could change some things, but they're getting stronger in the paint as well.
Yeah, well, they're just relentless when they go to the boards and loose balls and tip balls. Every time we play Pierre, we never get a loose ball, and we never cease to not give up 15 offensive rebounds. And credit to Pierre, that's not a knock on anybody, but they just have that toughness that nobody else brings on game night. That's a quality in Pierre's basketball program and athletics overall. That mental toughness, that no fight. I'm very envious of that.
Okay, your keys to success against the Governors.
Yeah, well, just what I said: get the loose balls, get the tips, challenge, talk through screens, try to limit Hansen's open looks, and obviously Lincoln obviously can get going at any time. So you just got to be very balanced. You got to communicate. Got to be in a stance. Got to have your hands ready to go, and then offensively be patient. Knock down the three if it's there, because that's what we do. But if it's not, get some reversals in the backside movement. We'll see if we're standing and watching. If we have to stand and watch and create off the dribble, we're going to be in trouble. If we can get some movement without the basketball, play without the basketball, we'll feel good about it, no matter how it ends.
All right, Coach, much appreciated. Good luck today.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Been thinking about a remodel project or want to use the cold weather months to do a deep clean out of your basement? Or what about that guest room that now houses years and years worth of all those things that you thought you might use again someday? Well, Envirotech to the rescue. Call Envirotech at 224-4804 to take advantage of their winter roll-off special. Through February, save $100 off a 30-yard roll-off box. Call today and get those projects checked off your to-do list and save money in the process.
It's your lucky day. You've just won a sweepstakes and you received a cashier's check to cover the cost of claiming your winnings. All you need to do is deposit the check and wire a portion of the money to pay those fees. There's just one catch. It's a scam. If you deposit the check and wire the money, your bank will soon learn the check is a fake and you are responsible to pay it back. The Attorney General's Office of Consumer Protection wants you to know that counterfeit check scams are on the rise. For more information, contact their office, 1-800-300-1986.
Comtech has your technology solution. Check out their showroom in Pierre, located conveniently behind Walmart, and see what you have been missing. There's a large selection of TVs, sound systems, and smart speakers, PCs, desktops, and tablets, home and business security, and telecommunication systems. Comtech is your all-in-one solution for any technology needs. They wish the Pierre Governors best of luck at Comtech. Come see what you have been missing.
Welcome back to Harrisburg. Again, Coach's comments, keys to success from Central Dakota Eye Care. In this last break, we've heard from Envirotech. We'll give you the starting lineups quickly, the game officials from the South Dakota Attorney General's office, and also we'll have our Comtech opening tip-off coming up, sponsored by Comtech in Pierre. Our Envirotech starting lineups for the Governors, as per usual: Lincoln Keenholz, Jacob Mayer, Matthew Hansen in the guard spots, with Jackson Edmond, the forward, up front, and Christian Bush in the middle. The 6'4 junior, the Governors 5-7 on the season. Head coach Brianna Kusler, assisted by coaches Kurth, Kaiser, Heyer, and Traversey. The Harrisburg Tigers today and their Envirotech starting lineups begin with a point guard, Andrew Walter. A 6'3" senior, stud receiver on that 11 AAA champion football team. pretty good point guard as well for the Tigers. He doesn't score a lot, but he dishes a lot of passes out to the guys who will score, and we expect to see that from Ethan Detterman, a 6'2 junior, Gavin Asham, a 6' senior in the backcourt. The forwards will be, a fourth guard, in fact, Jacoby Merriman, a 6'3 sophomore, and Maxwell Knutson is a 6'4 junior. He'll play in the middle. And again, Harrisburg is playing without Camden Phipps, a 6'6 sophomore, their one true post presence when they're fully staffed. He's out with an ankle injury and should be back maybe next week. But Detterman, Asham, Walter, Knutson, Merriman, the starting five. Braden Van Bakkern, Colin and Connor Coleman will be in off the bench as well, among others, for the Harrisburg Tigers. They're 6-4 on the season. Third ranked in the power rankings. Scott Langrock, the head coach, as those are the Envirotech starting lineups. Game officials today, licensed by the South Dakota High School Activities Association to officiate high school basketball, and we thank them for doing a thankless job in officiating high school sports. Our law on the court today, Jerry Beers, Darren Berg, and Chad DeYoung, sponsored by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office and their Division of Consumer Protection. Jerry Beers, Darren Berg, Chad DeYoung, the law on the court, and here it comes, the Comtech opening tip-off as you listen to Pierre Governor basketball here in your official voice of the Governors, River 92.7. We're KGFX FM Pierre, a member of DRG Media Group. We're live streaming with the help of Live Ticket at drgnews.com. Governors opening possession, working it inside, but it's knocked away and taken away by the Tigers by Jacoby Merriman. Up ahead, they'll push it, but the Governors will tip it away out of bounds. Driven by the Office of Highway Safety, reminding us that buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drink and drive here. Governor basketball. Brian Oakland with the play-by-play. Heather Williams in studio, and Caleb Brozick doing camera here in Harrisburg. Here's Merriman. Nice fake move. Gets around Edmond, but he'll block the shot off the glass. Great catch-up defensive play as the Governors down with the rebound. And Pierre, nothing so far, but there is another good hands play, this time by Knutson to step in front of the pass, destined for the paint. Governors lose it on their second possession as well. No score yet, 7:10 to play, quarter number one. First three-point attempt, this time right wing. It's up a little bit strong from Detterman. Christian Bush down with the rebound. The Governors in their home white jerseys today on the road at Harrisburg with the laundry night that could have been but doesn't need to be. Governors playing at O'Gorman last night. Mishandling pass is Christian Bush, but he gets it back to Hanson. Now a lob inside, and Jackson Edmond will put it up and in. Governors able to complete a strong play that time. Hanson with a good pass. It's Pierre that strikes first. Harrisburg on their third possession will try to get something down for the first time, a minute and a half in. Harrisburg is in dark maroon with black numbers and gold trim. Here's a three, up no good. Edmond down with the board. The miss here for Gavin Asham, and Tigers are 0 for 2 early on. 0 for 3 overall, but 0 for 2 from long range as Mayer tries to feed underneath, but Asham is there. Another steal, third takeaway by the Tigers as they still trail 2-0. Now another quick fire three. This one is good. Asham feeds and Detterman hits, and boy, it didn't take him long to get rid of that basketball on the shot. That is what Harrisburg, we're going to see that a lot. They'll shoot a lot of threes. As Coach Langrock said, they're 2 games this week. They've made 12 bombs in each one of them. Here's Mayer on the move, picks up the dribble, in a bit of trouble at the free throw line, now finds Hanson. Shot clock down to 10. Edmond up on the top of the key. Quick first step in the dipsy. No, it will not go. He's expecting contact, and it never came. Harrisburg down with the rebound, leading 3-2, looking for more to the baseline. Kick it back out. Boy, it looked like a baseline layup might have been available. Now Edmond challenging defensively, but that's a good move for Merriman down the lane, and Harrisburg will score 5 in a row. They lead at 5-2. Now 3 minutes gone by. We've got 5 to go. Quarter number one just underway. Afternoon basketball here with the Governors on the road, the back half of this overnight trip to the Metro. Well-played game for Pierre last night. Here's Mayer feeding to Keenholz, and Lincoln from the free throw line. Fading away, hits the 15-footer from the corner of the stripe. He's got his first two. Now Walter on the move, too strong off the glass. Here's an Edmond rebound, and here come the Governors again, right to left. Across the timeline, or we're kind of in the corner, so a far court to near, if that works better for you. Hansen inside, Christian Bush, turnaround shot. Edmond, offensive rebound off the miss. He'll put it back up and in. That's going to be the key for the Governors today. If they can get the second chances, if they can crash the boards a little bit better than the smaller Harrisburg Tigers, and so far they've got a 5-1 advantage. But a second chance basket puts Pierre in front with 4 in a row now. They lead 6-5. 4 down, 4 to go. Here's an open 3 in the right wing, but no good. Long rebound contained by Bush on the miss for Andrew Walter. So here's Hansen as the Govs try to keep the roll going a little bit early on. Mayer to Keenholz. Lincoln juking and jiving. Now he'll take a couple of pushes here from Gavin Asham. That'll be our first whistle of the game. Asham tried to really get up into Keenholz's kitchen. I don't think you're going to rattle Lincoln too much there, but the Governors will certainly take the whistle and the foul from the Tigers. Here's Bush and Mayer checking out as Jet Zabel and Cade Kaiser, the sophomores, are the first subs in. They'll feed each other. To Zabel, now back underneath Edmond, and up and in. Jackson Edmond at 6'5", 6'6", 6'7", whatever you want to call him. He's playing big so far with 6 points. Pierre with an 8-5 lead. I was joking with Coach Kusler about Jackson being listed at 6'7", even though he was 6'5" on the football roster this year, but 6'7" for basketball. It's an intimidation thing. 3:14 to play. Governors knock one away to their own bench. So far, so good for the Governors once again. Pretty good start, but we got a long way to go. Here's a nice drive for Detterman. Ethan Detterman gets a layup to roll on through, and he gets the foul called, so a chance at a three-point play, which could tie this one up. And Matthew Hansen, the guilty party. That'll be the first foul for the Governors with 3:10 to go, quarter number 1. First foul as a team for Pierre. Detterman, free throw. And that'll be up no good. Zabel will collect the rebound. Pierre still leading by 1 at 8-7 as Hansen's on the move. He'll get some hang time, and his shot rims in and out, no good, but he will go to the free throw line. Nice drive for Hansen, and I tell you what, I think Matthew Hansen's really starting to come into his own here in his senior season. He's always been dangerous from outside the arc, but a streaky shooter nonetheless. He's not able to get the first free throw here. But this guy, the only senior on the team, starting to put a few double-digit point totals together. Had 16 to lead Pierre last night. He gets his first one here, the second of 2 to go. 9-7 now. Hopefully Matthew Hansen can continue the the good roll that he's on. Detterman tries a 3 up from the corner, no good. Keenholz rebounds. Lincoln spins in the lane looking for an opening, but he's got to get rid of it to Hansen. Now Kaiser right side up top. Inside Edmond. Triple teamed, and it's taken away. Merriman with his second steal, but now he tries to go coast to coast, but mishandles the dribble, and that'll go out of bounds. That'll be the first Harrisburg turnover. And the Governors will sub in Brecken Kruger to give Matthew Hansen a break. Kruger, the 6'1 junior. And checking out is Andrew Walter for Harrisburg. Gavin Asham, who was out briefly, is back in. Connor Coleman, a 6'5 junior, has been in for a minute or so for the Tigers. Start this possession. Keenholz to Edmond. Back to Keenholz, and 3 is good for Lincoln, and the Governors off to a good start. A timeout taken here by the Tigers as Pierre takes a 12-7 lead with 2:22 to go in quarter number 1, and we've got a 30-second timeout. Timeouts in the broadcast sponsored by Coca-Cola Bottling of Pierre. This is Pierre Governor Basketball.
Used to customize and experience a finished space before breaking ground. So whether you're building new or renovating a home, farm, or commercial space, let John Hoffman Electric light the way. John Hoffman is a proud sponsor of all local activities broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
Booth Office
Sporting Station. Head to the one place outdoorsmen have gone for years, the sporting goods department at Lynn's Dakota Mart, conveniently located in downtown Pierre.
Well, the Pierre Governors out to a 12-7 lead. The play that they had, the level of play that they had last night so far has been matched here as they lead early once again. They did lead at O'Gorman early last night. Harrisburg still on paper going to be a favored team, you'd have to think, in this one, but we'll see how long the Governors can continue. So far, Harrisburg a three-point heavily reliant upon the three-point shooting. That hasn't been to their success yet today, just 1-3 down, but they'll keep trying. Now into the lane, mishandling. Edmond might have gotten a take the tip of the takeaway. Keenholz will take it the distance, and he'll lay it up and in. Points off turnovers for Pierre. They now lead 14-7. Cade Kaiser blocks, closes off the three-point opportunity here for Braden Van Bakker, and he came in during the timeout. He's a 6'1 sophomore. He drives the basket left side of the lane, picks up a foul along the way, and will go to the free throw line. Jet Zabel, the guilty party here. Team foul number 2 for the Governors. And Van Bakker unable to get the first one to go. That rims in and out. So far, Tigers struggling a bit from the line, but Van Bakker gets the second to go. As Pierre will sub in here. Or check it, Harrisburg had a substitution. Connor Coleman coming out. 4 of the starting 5 in there for the Tigers. Governors have it with Keenholz here near side. Left side, stepping back, no space. Back to Kruger, and again Keenholz top of the key. Swing it over to Kaiser, down off the right block. Christian Bush underneath is Keenholz. Too far under the basket, got to get rid of it. Shot clock is down to 7. Kruger with the fake, now Bush, turnaround, free throw line jumper is up, no good. The rebound down to Gavin Asham. That is Christian Bush's shot, but he's been struggling on the floor here this weekend. Now a foul called on the Governors on the other end. And we'll have free throws coming. 1-2, Zabel picking up his second foul. And again, talking about the physicality, especially of what the Governors were able to do last night. Playing a physical game at O'Gorman here is the first free throw good for Gavin Asham. But we'll see if that physicality becomes a big factor for them today. Harrisburg, a little bit of a smaller team. And Coach Langrock may be admitting not quite as athletic inside. 2 for 2, though, from the free throw line for Gavin Asham. Harrisburg with 3 in a row. They're back within 4. It's 14-10 Pierre as we're in the final minute. 40 seconds to count down. Quarter number 1. Kaiser to Kruger. Left side now with it. Keenholz. First step not available. Benjamin Heisler is in for Jet Zabel with those 2 fouls here in the first period. He's got it now down low. He'll body up and come up a little bit short, but here's Bush coming in with too much of a head of steam, and Christian with the rebounding foul. And that'll be his first personal. So Heisler, who did not play last night, still hobbling a bit. I think suffered a kind of a turned ankle in the JV game here today. But he was able to finish that game, and he's on here in the first period in the varsity contest. 12 seconds left, and an offensive foul away from the basketball called on the Tigers. A moving screen on the top of the key for Max Knutson. And as the 2 bigs here to start, Jacoby Merriman will check back in. The Governors have 10 seconds to close out quarter number 1, looking to put something down. Leading 14-10, but Bush trying to feed inside to Keenholz. And Lincoln was trying to back in, but Bush led him the other direction, and the ball trickles out of bounds. So now the Tigers have 5 seconds left. Merriman takes the inbound, feeds underneath, Knutson up and in. It couldn't be any better for the Tigers to finish on that last possession here in quarter number 1 as Max Knutson puts our Gales Gas Service scoreboard at the end of 1 with Pierre 14, Harrisburg 12. Scoreboard brought to you by Gales Gas Service in Pierre. And Governor Sports is sponsored on your official voice of the Governors, River 92.7, drgnews.com, by your Pierre Sports marketing partners, who include Midco.
Wow, Bill, you're walking so much better. What did you do?
Well, I got so tired of the pain and nearly fell. And one of my friends recommended physical therapy at Winter Physical Therapy. And you know what? My back also stopped hurting.
Huh. So how did you get started?
My doctor wrote me a referral, but that's not always needed. Turns out you always have a choice where you want to go.
So why did you choose Winter Physical Therapy?
I love to support our locally owned small businesses, and quite frankly, they give great personalized care.
Winter Physical Therapy. Exceptional care. It's a new year and a new you. Whether you're looking to finance a new vehicle or refinance your current one, Owyhee Federal Credit Union has the best rates in town. With rates starting at 2.25% APR, there's no reason not to check us out. Apply online or stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre and see what the ladies at Owyhee Federal Credit Union can do for you.
People helping people. Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
First period, and Harrisburg will start the second period with the basketball. And a nice drive for Jacoby Merriman down the right side. Christian Bush with straight up defense, but he gets it over the top. Actually not Bush, that was Edmond. Here's Keenholz firing a 3, and he'll get his second one of the day. I think the Governors kind of needed that one. Pierre had seen Harrisburg come up with 7 straight to tie it up, now leading 17-14. Lincoln Keenholz off to a 4-for-4 start here. 2 inside the arc, 2 from downtown. He has 10 points. This is Detterman on the move as Edmond will block with 2 hands, but not straight up. Jackson disagrees, but 2 free throws coming. Already a lot of free throws, especially for Harrisburg. This is their 4th free throw line trip. 5 of 6 in that first period. Foul is not on Mayer. It is on Mayer, not on Edmonds. So Jackson probably did have a clean block if he was shaking his head on that. But Jacob Mayer got Detterman from behind, and Detterman hits the first of 2. Ethan Detterman with 6 points so far, 1 from outside the arc, 3 free throws and 3 tries. 4th one is also good here. Harrisburg back within 1, 17-16. Governors right to left, they come across the timeline. Jacob Mayer with it to Cade Kaiser starting the second period. Back to Mayer here from Matthew Hansen. Inside, Edmond up and good. Hansen with the assist, Jackson Edmond with his 4th field goal in the paint. 4 out of 5 has 8 points. Governors lead by 3 again at 19-16. Baseline drive coming. Edmond gets another block, this time from Andrew Walter. Jackson down with the rebound. Keenholz top of the key, feeding, but the pass right off of the foot of Edmond, but it was Harrisburg who is last to touch. Pierre gets a break, and they'll inbound off the right side of the key. To our left here, right out. Actually, we're right down on that end that the Governors are playing here. Here's Hansen, a pull-up 10-footer, no good, and Merriman will collect the loose basketball. Harrisburg down by 3 with it. Merriman across the timeline. Here's Walter. Van Bokern back in there for the Tigers. Had it. Merriman again. Now up top, Detterman, and we've got another foul on the floor here from Jacob Mayer. Jacob just not able to keep pace on that first step from the ball handler, and he'll pick up his second personal. Mayer checking out. Brecken Kruger back in. Jalen Wilson, a 6-foot sophomore, has checked in, looking to get a pass, but mishandles it, and that's out of bounds. Might have been thrown a little low for Jalen Wilson, but Harrisburg turns it over for the 3rd time. 6:10 to go, first half. 19-16, the Governors led 14-12 at the end of one. Led by as many as 7 in that first quarter. Here's Keenholz with space, wants 3, top of the key, won't get it. And Kruger will foul the rebounder, Detterman, over the top. And the first personal here for Brecken Kruger. And that's going to be number 7 so far here in the first half for Pierre. Jacob Mayer and Jet Zabel with 2 each, 3 others with 1 each now, but we go to the other end of the court, and with 6 minutes left, 5:58 to be exact. Harrisburg already in the bonus here in the first half. So Detterman gets a 1-and-1. Can't get the first one, but a long rebound, and it's controlled by Harrisburg, pulled down by Knutson. On the other end, it's Merriman driving. Baseline pass to Detterman, who passes on the 3, and here comes Edmond and Jackson on the floor, and the Governors will get a timeout after a steal. So Pierre with a 19-16 lead, 5:44 left to play, first half. Take a 30-second Coca-Cola timeout. Governor ball when we come back. This is Pierre Governor basketball.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your...
Back in Harrisburg, the Governors maintaining a 3-point edge. Led by 7, got off to a pretty good start, but again, trying to keep the pressure on the Harrisburg Tigers here. And importantly for the Governors, playing well last night, trying to do that for the second game in a row after a couple of gut-wrenching losses that they feel they probably should have had last Friday and then Tuesday of this week against Brandon Valley and Aberdeen Central. Brian Oakland back here in Harrisburg, Pierre basketball. After a Jackson Edmonds steal, Edmond has it. Now give and go to Matthew Hansen. Layup no good, but he'll go to the free throw line. That was a nice quick play. Hansen to Edmond, right back to Hansen. But Gavin Asham will foul. That'll be his second personal, team foul number 4 for Harrisburg. Actually, that's Asham's third. I missed one earlier. So a little trouble there for one of the starting guards of the Harrisburg Tigers as Asham has to check out probably for the rest of this first half. 3 fouls early on. Hansen hits the first of 2 this time. And another one coming. Here by 4, looking to go up another one. This one, though, rims in and out, no good. Max Knutson with the rebound, 20-16. Pierre with the lead. To the 5:15 mark of quarter number 2, there's Detterman driving, trying to get it over Edmond with those long arms. It's up, no good. Edmond altered the shot. Kruger rebounds. Pierre by 4, looking for more. Kate Kaiser, top of the key with a swing. Over to Keenholz, nowhere to go, the free throw line. Back to Kruger. Now down low, Edmond again. Edmond backing in, right-handed jump hook. This one's off the mark. Jackson trying something different on that one, but it is a no-go. Detterman with the rebound. Detterman has it back, and he'll drive in the baseline. The floater up, no good. Tip attempt there for Knutson. Would not get back up there. Now Kruger with that rebound, but here's Kaiser looking for Keenholz over on the wing, and again, a little miscommunication. Pierre, one thing that hasn't worked for them so far, they have turned it over now 6 times here in the first half. 5 of those were in the first period, and they still had 14-12 at the end of 8 minutes. They lead now 20-16. Backing in here. Good defense there by Hansen, but a pretty good play for Jacoby Merriman, who will score. Jacoby with 6. Pierre by 2, 20-18. Keenholz starts to Edmond. Now on the cut is Hansen off the glass, too strong. Rebound tipped by Keenholz, out to Kruger, looking for 3, no good. Edmond rebounds, right back up and in for Jackson Edmond from the free throw line. The Governors with 2 offensive rebounds. One on a tip from Keenholz to Kruger. Another one from Edmond. Now Kruger looking for a steal, but can't handle it. It's out of bounds. Pierre leading by 4 again, 22-18. Time rests at 3:42 here in the first. Sub coming for Harrisburg in the next play stoppage now, but they play on with a 4-point deficit. On the move here is Detterman. Kruger staying right with him defensively. Harrisburg swings it over. Far side, now back. This is Knutson for three, and it's good. Andrew Walter to Maxwell Knutson. Second three ball for the Tigers, 22-21. Suddenly a 1-point game. Hansen wants the answer, and he's got it. Matthew Hansen hits the third of the day for the Governors from long range. And just like that, back to 4 again. The lead, 25-21. 3 minutes to go. And another nice move. Boy, a quick first step fake by Jacoby Merriman. It's the second time he's gotten around a Governor defender just with a fake of the first step, and he's gone right side down the lane. Scored an easy layup. Here's Kaiser. He wants three. Boom! Give and go from Edmond. Cade Kaiser with a good shooting touch, and the Governors have hit 4 out of 5 from downtown. The lead is up to 5 at 28-23. Under 2.5 to go, first half. Govs have had the answer for everything from Harrisburg so far. Detterman wants an NBA range 3 this time. No good. Edmond rebounds. Kaiser will get it across the timeline, right to left. Starts it to Hansen, near side on the wing. Hansen up top again, fakes 3, gets it back to Kruger to reset. Directing traffic to Edmond, down off the right block, back to Kruger, no space to shoot, plenty of time here. Hansen wants 3 again, and he's got it. 3 in a row for the Governors, 4 in the quarter, 5 in the game from long range, their biggest lead so far, 31-23. This is Knutson. Now Walter, the Governors right now giving Harrisburg a taste of their own medicine. This is Harrisburg's forte. Here's Hansen with a tip pass, out of bounds at the Governor bench, gets low fives from coaches Kaiser and Kurth. Cade Kaiser checking out. Now Jacob Mayer will be back in. Also Caleb Van Bakkern, Braden Van Bakkern rather, out for Harrisburg. Looks like their starting 5 at a glance is back in there. Actually, it was Connor Coleman ready to check in. There's a 3 from the corner. The left-hander, I think that was Merriman. Yes, it was. He's got 11 now. Here's Keenholz. Oh, how about a scoop there from Lincoln Keenholz? Keeping space away. Lincoln answers. 3 for 2, the trade-off there in favor of the Tigers, but Pierce still leads by 7 with a minute to play here in the first half. 33-26. Now Detterman. Baseline closed off. Merriman skips it across. This is Knutson again. Detterman wants to drive, floats one over the top. That was a high arcing floater for Ethan Detterman. Good drive there and a 5-point Pierre lead. 33-28. Green and white basketball here. Hansen, Keenholz, top of the key, gets fouled. Lincoln put to the deck here by Andrew Walter. Walter a little frustrated, having voicing his frustrations with Coach Langrock, but Lincoln Keenholz will go to the free throw line here. 32 seconds to play, quarter number 2. Foul on Walter is his first. Keenholz has the first of 2. Down and through. Second one coming. Eyes the mark, and he has it. Boy, Lincoln Keenholz shooting well so far here today. A game-high 14 points in the first half. 30 seconds to go. Govs by a touchdown. 35-28. There's a Kruger steal. He's the one took the handoff up ahead. Now Hansen and Pierre can play for the last shot if they want to. Brianna Kusler hollowing directions out. 10 seconds to go. Keenholz against Knutson. Space for 3. Air ball. Kruger can't save it. And out of bounds it'll go. The first real miss by Keenholz on the floor here today. 35-28. Harrisburg wants another buzzer beater. A Knutson 3. Check it. That was Merriman, but this one no good. Another good first half of play for the Governors in the books on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard. It's Pierre 35, Harrisburg 28, the scoreboard from Gales Gas Service in Pierre. As we break for 2 minutes, and coming up, our Leiden & Associates Ameriprise Financial halftime break. Leiden & Associates in the Northridge Plaza in Pierre. 7 points.
Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
When you're thinking of a new or used car, motorcycle, pickup, or RV, think of us. We make all sorts of vehicle loans. We can set you up with payments that fit your budget. So if you have getting some new wheels in mind, stop by and see us. We'll get you the right loan. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
Of all the things you can teach a child, how to handle money is one of the most important. Their knowledge, discipline, and control in the area of money will follow them wherever they may go, and in every area of their life. Teach them the facts of money. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
Scott Darno with Lee Real Estate in Pierre is ready to help you find your dream home. There are 10 things you need to do to buy or sell your home. Number 1, call him at 605-220-2676, and he'll handle the other 9. As your resident realtor on a bike, he will make buying or selling your home feel like a walk in the park, not an Ironman triathlon. Find him on Facebook or email scott@LeeRealEstatePierre.com. Lee Real Estate and Scott are proud sponsors of Central South Dakota Youth Sports and Events broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
At DK Auto Repair in Pierre, we take pride in our fast and professional auto service. Our well-trained techs specialize in transmission repair, tune-ups, brake service, suspension engine repair, auto diagnostics, and general maintenance repairs and oil changes. Making sure you and your family get from point A to point Z and all points in between is what motivates us to provide you exceptional service. At DK Auto Repair, we proudly support every Pierre Governors event, the students involved, and their families.
The Pierre Fire Department has a strong and proud history of volunteering for our community since 1881. We have some great men and women who are serving our community, and we are always looking for more quality volunteers. No experience is necessary, as we provide training locally. If you are looking for the next adventure and an opportunity to serve your community, volunteer today. It's as easy as calling 605-773-7401 to get started.
Graham Tire of Pierre is your premier hometown shop, specializing in tires to fit vehicles, from ATVs to large farm equipment and everything in between. At your tire store next door, you can find a plethora of brand name tires that range from 4 to 10 ply and much more. Our highly skilled technicians can handle brakes, heating, and air conditioning. Call us today at 224-8643 or visit us at grahamtire.com. Graham Tire is a proud sponsor of Pierre and surrounding communities' local activities.
Service Master of Pierre is your go-to service experts for a wide variety of cleaning needs. Since 2003, we have developed the most effective methods and products to service virtually every type of industry. We're known for our exceptional carpet and upholstery cleaning, but did you know we also offer cleaning of all types of flooring, along with providing fire and water restoration, commercial cleaning, janitorial services, and construction cleanup? Service Master of Pierre is a proud sponsor of TF Riggs Governors and Lady Govs, as well as Stanley County Buffaloes and Lady Buffs activities.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, Look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Your winning destination, the Golden Buffalo Casino in Lower Brule, gives you more chances to win. Hot seat drawings, pick a prize drawings, chances to win great prizes, the hottest slots around. It's all just waiting for you at the Golden Buffalo Casino. Find out more by logging on to thegoldenbuffalocasino.com and by following them on Facebook. Just minutes north of Reliance, exit 248. We'd like to thank you for tuning into this broadcast and supporting our area youth. The Golden Buffalo Casino, proud to support Live Ticket.
Dosey's Signs in Chamberlain isn't your run-of-the-mill sign shop. Todd and Doug take the time to listen to your needs and come up with an innovative and effective design to fit your budget and take your advertising to the next level. Dosey's specializes in any size or event sporting banners, storefronts and awnings, and letters or numbers for windows, vehicle boats, and enclosed trailers. Need something more flashy? We can do a vehicle wrap, illuminated signs, billboards, and LED lighting. If you can dream it, we can design and build it. Dosey's is a proud sponsor of local sports and communities activities.
If you're hunting for a great deal on your next ride, get into Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre. We're locked and loaded on all of our new and used inventory, like this 2018 Toyota Highlander, only $28,495. Looking for low price reliability? Try a 2011 Honda Accord for only $6,995. Who wants a loaded up truck? We have a 2014 Chevy Silverado 1500 LTZ for only $17,995. Get to Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre, 518 East Sioux Avenue. Call 605-224-7378 and visit GatewayFLT.com.
At Ringneck Energy, their mission is to produce renewable energy that adds value to grain and livestock production, enhances the income of their investor partners, and provide a safe, rewarding work environment. Located at 901 Redwood Avenue in Oneida, South Dakota. Call 605-945-6900 or check ringneckenergy.com. A proud supporter of local schools and wishes all students the best of luck in all their activities during the school year, creating economic opportunities in our community.
When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank, providing great service right from the start. It's our promise to you that sets us apart. With every handshake and a smile, we go that extra mile. When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank.
Grossenberg Implement, your family-owned John Deere dealer, has a deal for you. This week only, save 8% off bulk fluid storage products. Stop at any Grossenberg Implement location in South Dakota, Nebraska, and Wyoming this week. Save 8% off bulk fluid storage products that can be used for a variety of materials, including water, oils, chemicals, gas, and more. Grossenberg Implement, servicing your growing needs since 1937.
At Jan Bussey Ford and Highmore, they've been building partnerships for life by treating customers right, offering a low-pressure sales process, no haggling over price, passing low overhead savings on, and providing a Ford-certified service department fixing it right the very first time. If you're looking for a new Ford, a quality pre-owned vehicle, a new or used ATV, or a trailer, stop by Jan Bussey Ford and Highmore and experience the difference.
Jan Bussey Ford, building partnerships for life.
Dimmick Cheese has been making handmade artisan cheese for over 90 years and has over 25 flavors of cheese. Stop by the store for sampling of all the cheeses. The store also offers several South Dakota-made products. And at the store, find Remedy Brewing on tap. Dimmick Cheese offers gift boxes and fundraisers are available. To find out more, go to the website, dimmickdairy.com, or call 605-928-3833. And don't forget to check your local grocery store for their premium cheeses and cheese spreads. Dimmick Cheese. For over 70 years, Pitt's Design Build has earned our reputation locally for serving communities across South Dakota. We provide design and building services for schools, hospitals, churches, commercial offices, multifamily housing, and so much more. Pitt's Design Build is conveniently located in Pierre, Mitchell, and Sioux Falls to serve you and your organization. We bring value to our clients by facilitating the design and/or construction process. Give us a call today and check us out at pittsdesignbuild.com for a free building consultation.
Night 6:30 pregame. Governor girls host go to Yankton on Thursday on River 92.7. Governor boys host Yankton on Friday from Riggs High Gym, 6:30 here on River 92.7. Well, if you're missing it today, the big news in the NFL, Tom Brady has finally retired after 22 years. We'll just throw that out there, but let's play some more basketball, shall we? Here we go. The second half of the Governors with a 7-point lead and the basketball. Second half throw-in like the opening tip. Sponsored by Comtech and Pierre. A layup and a good pass by Hansen. Missed from Jacob Mayer, but the follow-up and the jam for Jackson Edmond. That's a good start for Pierre. Their biggest lead of the game is 9 at 37-28. Pierre going left to right. Harrisburg returning from right to left, and they look for a three-pointer, but we've got an offensive foul and a moving screen for the second time called on the Tigers here. And it is Maxwell Knutson. I thought he had the first one of those as well, but that is just his first foul. Here's Keenholz into Bush underneath. Or was that Edmond? Christian Bush, either way, with his first basket of the weekend. The Governors open up an 11-point lead here to start the second half, 39-28. Ethan Detterman on the move, tucking the basketball away. He'll scoop it up and in. Nice layup there for Detterman. First bucket for the Tigers in the second half. First minute gone by. It's 39-30. Pierre Governors in their home white jerseys on the second day of an overnight trip here to the Metro. Harrisburg wearing their road jerseys on their home floor, blending right in with the maroon and gold of this court. Here's Bush. He wants three. Not his shot right now. That one will miss everything and go out of bounds. The Tigers will get it back. 6:35 to play. Third quarter. On the move is Andrew Walter. He'll tuck the basketball and score as well. Just good movement there for the Tigers. They come back with a couple of layups. And again, their forte is shooting the three, but they've got some good movement, a couple of in the paint buckets. Here's Mayer to Edmond. He'll get fouled from behind by Detterman. Trying to knock it away. Ethan Detterman will pick up his first personal foul. Second foul already for Harrisburg since halftime, though. The Governors will inbound off the right side of the key as Mayer finds Bush up top. Bush pulls the trigger from 18, and that one won't go. Rebound down to the Tigers on the move. This is Jacoby Merriman to Max Knutson. Now Detterman with it. Ethan backing off, now stopping and going against Jacob Mayer. Up, no good, and the Governors battling for the rebound. There were three Govs trying for that rebound, and they'll knock it away from each other and out of bounds. It'll stay with Harrisburg. Christian Bush will check out. First sub in for Pierre is Jet Zabel, the 6'5 sophomore. He'll contest the inbound from Jacoby Merriman. Merriman, third choice. He'll go out to Walter near the scorer's table. Harrisburg will set it up from there. Kevin Osham. Here is Detterman with it. Now back to Merriman, driving baseline, kick out, three from the corner, right side for Knutson, no good. Zabel with a good long-arm rebound. And the Governors will go left to right across the timeline with it. Jacob Mayer setting it up, bouncer to Edmond, taken away. Here comes Knutson, one-on-one, and he misses the layup. Keenholz cut underneath him and interrupted the shot. Edmond rebounds, and we've got Edmond on the floor. And in pain. As I was looking on the stat sheet, didn't see what happened, but I'm afraid that Jackson might have hit his head, and they've just called an intentional foul on the Harrisburg Tigers. And Jackson Edmond going to be slow in getting up here. 39-32. The official making that call, talking to Coach Scott Langrock, maybe explaining the call. And concern here for Jackson Edmond. He's sitting up now. He was face down for a bit on the floor. Brianna Kusler with the other official here. Got an injury timeout here with Jackson Edmond. He'd have free throws coming up. Hopefully he'll be able to take them, but Brecken Kruger is going to check in. Let's take a quick 30-second break. Timeout. We're back with more Pierre Governor basketball.
Hi, this is Jody from
Titan Machinery is your go-to Case IH agricultural equipment dealer. Your Highmore and Pierre locations have a large selection of new and used ag equipment with access to one of the largest parts and whole goods inventories in the country. Titan Machinery prides itself in providing quality Case IH parts, service, and support to Highmore, Pierre, and the surrounding communities. Stop by Titan Machinery of Highmore and Pierre today. Power and precision to grow.
An injury timeout, but a timeout nonetheless, sponsored by Coca-Cola Bottling and Pierre. Jackson Edmond has checked out of the basketball game, and the training staff will check him over. Hopefully we'll be able to return. Brecken Kruger, the junior, is in to shoot his free throws, Edmond's free throws. Foul called on Max Knutson is his second. This was an intentional foul, so the Governors will get the basketball after these two free throws. Kruger, however, off the mark on the first one. Second one is good. And the Pierre lead advances to 8 at 40-32. And Pierre will throw in off the left side of the key. Jackson Edmond has had a great ball game so far. 12 points. Started with a follow-up dunk here in the second half. And a team leading 8 rebounds as well. Off of the inbound as Jacob Mayer hits Lincoln Keenholz. Keenholz's hot shooting day continues. But quickly up ahead goes Connor Coleman. And the Tigers respond, beating Pierre down the floor off of a made basket. 5 minutes to play, third quarter. 42-34, our score here. Keenholz with 16 points. He'll drive, and it looks like a foul occurring on the floor before the shot. Keenholz missed from the left side, but Harrisburg's going to pick up already a fourth team foul here. And this is the second for Andrew Walter. Keenholz takes the inbound here. In the left side corner, far end of the floor from where we're at, but to the right side if you're watching this one. Keenholz stops, finds Zabel underneath. Turnaround shot, it's off the glass and good. Jet Zabel for 2. Here ups the lead to 10 again, 44-34. Walter on the move, feeds underneath. Braden Van Bokeren, now it's taken away. Matthew Hansen, one-on-one, up ahead, lays it up and in. Contested by Jacoby Merriman, but Hansen scores. The Governors continue to impress. Their biggest lead now is at 12 at 46-34. Now Kruger gets a steal. He'll get pushed by Detterman. No, Van Bokeren. Governor fans, and there are plenty of them. Appreciation. Here comes Jalen Wilson in for the second time today. First time in the second half as Ethan Detterman will come out. Here on top, 46-34, and they'll get a chance to look for more. That foul by Detterman. Check it, Van Bokeren was his second of the day. 5 team fouls for Harrisburg. And the Governors are a step ahead of the Tigers on every play so far here in the second half. Here's Keenholz to Hansen, looking for 3 and burying another one. Right side bomb from Matthew Hansen. Timeout Harrisburg. 3:45 to go in the third. Pierre is up by 15 now, 49-34. We'll take a full Coca-Cola break in the action. Back in 60 seconds, it says Governor basketball.
When you have all of your painting supplies at the paint store in Pierre. They mix paint and they color match paint. They carry interior and exterior stains. Great selection of paint. Find it at 1006 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. The paint store, 605-224-8312, 224-8312. The paint store is a proud supporter of the Stanley County Buffaloes and the Pierre Governors in sports and activities. The paint store, same great paint, same great services.
The Field House in Pierre is your premier spot to watch all the sports, from your local Govs and Lady Govs, as well as Buffs and Lady Buffs, all the way up to your favorite big league teams. Kick back and relax with a pizza, nachos, burgers, or one of our air-fried appetizers. Wash down the food with your pick from our array of premium beverages. Between the action, be sure to check out the unique and plentiful memorabilia throughout the building. We can't wait for you to come in and watch the games with us broadcast on liveticket.tv. The Field House in Pierre.
The Corner Station.
I'll tell you what, that spot says if you're looking for a good time. I'd say if you're looking for a good time, come and watch these Governors play in the Metro on this particular weekend, the last weekend of January. Welcome back to Harrisburg. Pierre up to a 15-point lead on top of the hometown, the Harrisburg Tigers. But Harrisburg with a basketball and trailing a play, baseline drive here. Matthew Hansen will reach in and foul Jacoby Merriman. It's just the first foul for the Governors in the second half. Second personal for Matthew Hansen, who sent us to that timeout, hitting his third three of the day. Hansen, Edmond, and Keenholz all in double figures again. Out of the inbound, a three here for the Tigers, but an offensive rebound from Jalen Wilson, unable to put it back up and in. And we head the other way for the Governors. With it now Kruger, Jacob Mayer over to Jet Zabel out beyond the arc. Jackson Edmond went down to injury a little bit ago with an apparent head injury. Here's Hansen driving, and he'll pick up a foul from behind. It looked for a moment there that Merriman got a clean block from behind, but then Hansen brought the ball down, still timing up in the air, and I think that might have been where the foul occurred or something like that after that. Hansen to the free throw line, but a line drive in the first attempt is no good. Merriman checks out for the Tigers. I keep saying Caleb. Braden Van Bakern back in. 3:01 on our third quarter clock. 6 fouls as a team for Harrisburg, though, and again, we got to make reference to the quickness of the Governors. That is, and not only that, but the physicality of the Governors, I think, is something Harrisburg is not used to. One of the things we talked about is Hansen makes the second free throw. Pierre by 16 now. Harrisburg wants 3 in the corner, no good. Rebound is tipped, and Zabel will run it down. But the Governors have been, or the Tigers rather, have been playing some out-of-state competition. Marshall, Minnesota last night, Sioux City East out of Iowa this past Monday. And that was a big concern for Coach Langrock, getting a physical team like the Governors. Hansen wants 3 misses for the first time in 4 tries today. Van Bakern down with a Harrisburg rebound. Here's Detterman with a stop and a nice spin move. Now double team down on the low block, gets rid of it. Walter on the move. He'll kick out. Wilson. And this is a cheap foul, but a foul nonetheless to Jacob Mayer. As Detterman was driving to the baseline. Mayer all arms on that one is called for the reach, his third personal. Jackson Edmond coming back in, joined by Christian Bush, Cade Kaiser as Kruger, Zabel, and Mayer come out. Mayer again with his third personal. Team foul number 2 for Pierre. 2:13 to go, third quarter. Jalen Wilson will inbound. Wilson, a good player from that JV game. He played well in that one. Harrisburg JVs hit a lot of threes in that game, but Harrisburg's varsity held only 3 so far. Here's a blocked shot of Walter as he drives. Pierre knocking it away out of bounds. Got 2:03 to go, third quarter. A 7-point lead at halftime, 35-28 for Pierre, has grown to 16 so far here in the third period, 50-34. The only game in town, basketball-wise, the girls' game between these two teams to take place in Pierre on Tuesday night at Riggs High Gym. Here's Keenholz with a forearm shiver. Walter stopped and popped and made a shot, but foul occurs well ahead of that. Keenholz with his first personal for Pierre. And a new shot clock. And a new opportunity here for the Tigers as they inbound. Detterman will take it. He'll drive. Edmond gets up and says, "Get that out of here." The Governors will take it away. Another block for Jackson Edmond. Kaiser now underneath Bush. 8-footer, too strong off the back of the rim, no good. Connor Coleman down with a rebound in there, the 6'5" junior for the Tigers. Here's Wilson for three. In and out from the corner, no good. As Bush chips the rebound to Lincoln Keenholz. Here, down to the right block. Edmond backing in. Got Wilson in the air. Left-handed shot up, no good. Tips the rebound to himself. Gets it back out to Kaiser as the Governors can reset here with Lincoln Keenholz. Still a lot of time. 9 minutes left in this game, but if I'm Pierre, leading by 16, I'd really kind of be done with the quick shots. Here's Edmond from Keenholz, rims it round and around, and finally down it goes as Jackson Edmond will score. 45 seconds to go, third quarter. The lead continues to balloon, 52-34, the Governors lead. Detterman near side, pushes off of Hansen, but a half-hearted push at that. Wilson drives baseline against Edmond. He'll kick out. Van Bakkern's three is blocked. Edmond will catch it. Matthew Hansen with the good play there. Governors can play for the last shot here. I think Pierre's got about 5 or 6 blocks in this game. Pierre leading by 18, looking for one more here to close out quarter number 3. Edmond to Keenholz. And, the pass was tipped. Keenholz got it right back. Lincoln tried to get it into Edmond. It was knocked away by Andrew Walter, but right back to Keenholz. That was going to be a give and go anyway. Keenholz fouled in the act, and he'll go to the free throw line as Walter is called for his third personal. Got Walter and Asham for Harrisburg with 3 fouls. Jacob Mayer has 3 for Pierre with 3.5 seconds to play here. In quarter number 3, Keenholz first of 2 is down. Wilson out, Jacoby Merriman back in for the Harrisburg Tigers. Second one here for Keenholz is good. Lincoln with a big ball game now. Up to 18 points at 14 at half. Final shot here, 3 ball, no good for Walter, and the Harrisburg Tigers visibly frustrated. The Pierre Governors have a 20-point lead on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard as we'll go to the fourth. It's Pierre 54, Harrisburg 34. Scoreboard from Gales Gas Service in Pierre, as this is Governor Basketball, sponsored in part by your Pierre Sports Marketing partners on River 92.7 and DRGnews.com. Partners include Wagner Auto, Stelkin Peterson, Lincoln,
and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierre, South Dakota. At the quarter station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The quarter station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers. The Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Rapid City supports all South Dakota student athletes and their families. They are conveniently located off Interstate 90, close to downtown and minutes from the beautiful Black Hills. The Ramkota offers sports and family-friendly rates. Guests can relax for free in the indoor water park. They have 36,000 square feet of banquet and meeting space, and the award-winning Minerva's Restaurant and Bar is located on site. Best Western Ramkota welcomes everyone to beautiful Rapid City, South Dakota.
DRG Media.
Well, we'll go to the fourth quarter as Pierre outscores the Harrisburg Tigers to the tune of 19-6 in that third quarter. Harrisburg has just not been able to get anything going for the most part here today, certainly not since halftime, as the Governors shooting very well. They go 74. They go 7 of 13, we should say, in that third period. It's Harrisburg to start on offense, though, and here is a blocking foul on Matthew Hansen on the floor as Ethan Detterman drives. Harrisburg went several minutes without a bucket in that third period, only 6 points overall, and 2 of them were on back-to-back layups right away in the quarter. Here's a quick 3, no good. Nice rebound for Connor Coleman to keep it alive off of the miss from Jacoby Merriman. Now on the drive here, the Governors back away, but Detterman can't get it to go. Hansen rebounds. Pierre up ahead. Top of the key. Cade Kaiser with it. Now Bush back to Kaiser. And I like the restraint there from Christian Bush, not shooting that three. Keenholz will from the corner, no good. Hansen, backside up high for an offensive rebound. Pierre can get another opportunity. 54-34. I venture to say nobody saw this coming. Hansen drives. Edmond underneath. Jam! Jackson Edmond on an over pursuit. Second throwdown of the day, 56-34 with 6:45 to go. Here's Walter underneath. Back out. That was Van Bakken for three. That's no good. The Governors are getting to these three-point shooters, contesting everything. And that is really causing problems for the Tigers all day long. Here's Bush on a baseline jumper. That's a good shot, but it rims in and out, no good. Christian still a little snake-bitten. Braden Van Bakken rebounds. Harrisburg right to left across the timeline. Trying to get something going. Maybe Detterman for three. That'll be good. And a timeout will be taken here by the Tigers. Ethan Detterman, 2 out of 6 from long range. He leads Harrisburg with 14. We've got a timeout here, 30 seconds. A Coca-Cola break in the action. Pierre by 19 with 6:13 to play on River 92.7.
Group Sports is the official voice of the Pierre Governors.
Keenholz wants to run again, and he's got room. 40, 30, foot race to the 10, 5, and a touchdown. Pierre will come back and set up Avery Kaiser on the outside left through the block, and that's down.
The official voice of the Pierre Governors, River 92.7, and also at the River 92.7 page of the DRG News app, brought to you by Golden Buffalo and DRGnews.com.
Riverview RV Park.
56-37, Governors, 6:13 to play. Do not sleep on the Harrisburg Tigers. If they get hot, especially from long range, this game is far from over, and the Governors will have to continue to make good on their possessions. Out of the second timeout called by the Tigers today. Actually, let's make that the third. They have 2 left, according to the scoreboard. But Pierre with the basketball. Home white and feeling right at home. An open three here for Cade Kaiser as the Governors continue to shoot well from all points on the floor. On the move is Walter as Edmond will block, and this is off of the body of Ethan Detterman. Pierre basketball. Jackson Edmond with another block shot here. 59-37. Pierre will try to add more. If you ever wanted to see how good the Pierre Governors can be, watch this one when it is over, and you'll see, or have the ability to watch it on demand at drgnews.com. This is Matthew Hansen, right side, up top at the free throw line. He finds Keenholz, and Lincoln buries another jumper. I've got Pierre at 16 assisted baskets now, and they lead by 24, 61-37. There's another good move. Merriman with the reverse. Pretty move, but he can't get it to go. That's the kind of day it's been for the Harrisburg Tigers. Jacoby Merriman, good-looking player, though. 5 minutes, counting and down. Kaiser will bounce one to Edmond. Well out beyond the right elbow, now finds Keenholz. Pierre playing patiently, just what they need to do here. Start playing the clock game. Kaiser falling away, a long lob down to Edmond. He'll lob it across to Keenholz, now to Matthew Hansen with 5 on the shot clock. Edmond is open from 16, and he hits a mid-range jumper. Jackson Edmond with points numbers 15 and 16. Corner 3 here, no good. Detterman, Edmond rebounds again. You're up ahead. Here's almost a takeaway from Harrisburg. We're going to have a jump ball held from both teams on the court, and Pierre maintains the possession with the arrow in their favor. Clock stopping at 4:16 to play. 63-47. We have a girls game on KGFX AM. Stanley County playing Cheyenne Eagle Butte, and they lead Cheyenne Eagle Butte 22-15 at the half. That game at Parkview Gym. Girls only today. It was supposed to be a doubleheader, but the Braves came down with the sickness, and they'll be making that one up a little bit later on. Keenholz with it, free throw line. Lob underneath off the fingertips of Edmond. And then it went off the backboard and the rim, taken down by Detterman. That's just the 8th turnover of the game. And there's a nice pass back to Detterman. A right side bunny up and in for Harrisburg. 63-39. 3:40 the time left in this one. A 24-point lead for the Governors. It was 26, I think the biggest lead so far. Kaiser loses his footing and loses the dribble, passes it into the hands of the Tigers. Back-to-back turnovers here for the Governors. And here's a foul on Christian Bush. That'll be his second. Team foul number 5 for Pierre. Pierre is in the bonus with Harrisburg on 7 fouls right now. Kaiser and Hansen checking out. Jacob Mayer, Brecken Kruger will be back in. And off of the right side of the key, Jacoby Merriman will look for somebody, and he finds, who is that? Cornered the wing 3. It's up and good. That is Gavin Asham. We haven't seen him in a while. But he comes back in and does what Harrisburg does in a normal circumstance. He hits the 3. 63-42, back within 21 of the Tigers. We've got an even 3 minutes to go here in regulation. Far side with it is Kruger. Back up to Mayer. Swing it over. Edmond underneath. Looking. And that is Walter who gets in front of Keenholz to take it away, using the arm to keep Keenholz at bay. Now another 3, and this one good for Detterman. Ethan Detterman with 19. Kruger does not shoot what could have been an answer. But there again, back-to-back 3s for Harrisburg. And again, maybe if they had more time. Right now, 2.5 minutes left. Definitely going to be a difficult task for Harrisburg to get back in this one. But like we said earlier, do not sleep on this Tiger team. Kruger back into Bush. He makes the move, and the left-handed jump hook is up and good. Christian Bush with a couple of buckets now, 65-45, back to a 20-point Pierre advantage. Merriman fires a 3 from the wing, no good. Keenholz up high for the rebound. Harrisburg does need quick shots, and they do that a lot, but think of this team who has scored 78 and 73 points in their 2 games this week against out-of-state opponents. They're being held to 45 right now by the Governors. Bush with a quick shot, maybe a little too quick. Merriman down with the rebound, another 3. Harrisburg, no good this time, but it's kept alive by Detterman. And a timeout will be taken here so that Scott Langrock can get 5 new players in. With 1:32 to play, the Governor fans will come to their feet, and why not? A brilliant performance for the Pierre Governors as they lead 65-45. Pierre will go 4 for 4. Jackson Edmond will stay in. Actually, Brecken Kruger is still in there. It is Cade Kaiser in there. Also Matthew Coverdale and Jet Zabel joining in the party. Here's Edmond going for a steal. Kept alive here by Parker Stansberry. He's got it now. One of the players in for Harrisburg is actually the little brother of Coach Brianna Kuzler. Braxton Kuzler, a 6-foot sophomore, is in. Family has moved down here to the Harrisburg area. There's a nice drive. That's up and in. Titan Tryon for the Tigers. A 6-foot sophomore scores. Jackson Edmond checking out. Huge ball game for the 6'5" to 6'7" junior. Pierre leads by 18 as Brayton Foster will come in for the Governors. 1:05 to play here in the 4th quarter. There's Foster with it. Inside, Matthew Coverdale across the lane. Jet Zabel can't get the bunny from the right side. Rebound comes down to Colin Coleman of Harrisburg. With it now, the Tigers up on the top. Well, the moves we got to get to. There's Kuzler who had it. Now Tryon to the baseline, saves it back into the hands of Parker Stansberry. 33 seconds to go. That's Coleman on the move. Kuzler kicks out. 3 from the corner. This one no good. And the rebound to Matthew Coverdale off of the miss from Ian Jordan. 20 seconds left. Shot clock off. The Governor bench comes to their feet. The fans come to their feet. Hello, Pierre Governor basketball. It's nice to meet you. We just found out how good this team can be. It hasn't been seen on a consistent basis yet, but the Governors are going to defeat the Harrisburg Tigers. Your final score on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard, Pierre 65, Harrisburg 47. As Pierre will improve to 6-7 on the season, Harrisburg will fall to 6-5. They were the third-rated power team in the High School Activities Association rankings. Obviously a strong schedule, but I think they found out it just got a little bit stronger here today. A huge win for the Pierre Governors. Best game of the season, hands down, but they're going to need a lot more as they continue. We'll cover it all when we come back as your final score again on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard, 65-47. The Governors win. Gales Gas, use their budget plan and keep full service and stay warm all season long with Gales Gas Service in Pierre. Let's pause for 3 minutes, and our Family Dental postgame comes up next. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball, your official voice of the Governors, River 92.7 and drgnews.com.
The team at Family Dental of Pierre and Gettysburg are devoted to spending time with each patient to answer all questions and address any concerns that arise. Family Dental wants all of their current and future patients to feel welcome and comfortable, and to have the healthiest and best-looking smile possible. They can take care of all of your family's dental needs with cleanings, checkups, implants, same-day crowns, and many other dental services. Dr. Ryan Jensen welcomes new patients too. Family Dental of Pierre and Gettysburg, caring for all of your family's dental needs.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest, convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Chances are you're overlooking a big energy thief in your home or commercial building. The garage doors. But Overhead Door Company of Pierre can help stop that energy waste with a full range of insulated, weather-tight garage doors. Their residential garage doors give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price. And their Thermocore insulated steel doors give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief.
Finances, retirement, and investments can all be confusing. Even though we have access to an infinite amount of information, often there is a disconnect between what we should do and what we are actually doing. That's why at Ranky Gray Wealth Management, our team has devoted over 35 years to bringing clear advice about reaching financial independence. The information you need and how to apply it is as simple as calling Scott and I at 224-5959 or visit rankygray.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial Member FINRA. Investment advice offered through GWM Advisors, a registered investment advisor. GWM and Ranky Gray Wealth Management are separate entities from LPL Financial.
How you move matters. Avera Orthopedics helps you move freely and live life to the fullest with innovative treatment options customized to your bone, muscle, and joint needs. Whether you suffer from aches, breaks, tears, or dislocations, turn to the orthopedic team experienced in treating every body. Learn more at avera.org/orthopedics.
There's an app for everything, including high school sports from the stations of DRG Media Group. Download the DRG News app brought to you by the Golden Buffalo Casino from the App Store or Google Play. It only takes a moment, so you'll have it to replay this game. See live and archived video of all games. And when you select your favorite station during the live stream, the video will immediately pop up. See Central South Dakota high school sports on your phone or mobile device with the DRG News app brought to you by the Golden Buffalo Casino. Download it now at the App Store or Google Play.
Welcome back to Harrisburg and welcome to Pierre Governor Basketball. We're driven by the Office of Highway Safety, who reminds us that buzz driving is drunk driving, and this is Pierre Governor Basketball as we finally found it on River 92.7, your official voice of the Governors, and KGFX FM Pierre, member of DRG Media Group, live streaming with the help of Live Ticket at drgnews.com. Our Family Dental postgame, Family Dental with offices in Pierre and Gettysburg, and we welcome Brianna Kusler up to the mezzanine here in Harrisburg. And, well, Coach, usually it takes you a while to come up and talk to us. Usually you got a few more things to tell the guys, I think, after games. But you started with a good performance last night. Couldn't quite hold off O'Gorman. You came in today knowing that you needed another good performance, another strong physical performance. My goodness, everything fell into place today. What a performance by the guys today.
Oh, my goodness. I'm so proud of their effort. And, man, this post-game talk feels a lot better than other ones, I guess you could say. But I'm just so proud of how hard they worked, not only tonight, but yesterday as well. You could see the belief in their eyes. And that was, I don't want to say it was fully missing, but it wasn't where we needed it to be. And they all compete so dang hard every single time. But you have to believe alongside that. And we have that. We're turning that corner, and I fully believe it. We've been saying it, but it's not enough to say it. We have to go do it. And tonight, you saw a complete game. I felt. I mean, certainly you're going to have some spurts, but we forced them to do some things they were uncomfortable with. And I thought our defense was pretty solid, and offensively we executed the way that we wanted to, got shots that we wanted to, hit some really good looks, got the ball inside. I mean, really balanced scoring, shared the ball really well. Everybody did their role tonight, and that's really what this was all about.
I think it starts with the defense. You know, Harrisburg is a perimeter-oriented team and a very good three-point shooting team. They did hit 6, but 3 of those were after they were down by 20-plus, you know, and it's just, you know, when you take away a team's forte because you're quicker, and maybe longer than other teams that they play. I think basically what we saw today was a matchup problem for the Harrisburg Tigers.
I think so, and I think we exposed that a lot offensively with our inside presence, and not just our bigs, but we talked about we've got to be bigger than them, and we're more athletic. I feel finishing around the rim, and it comes in. It's not just post touches that we need. We needed that cutting action. We needed the attack action, getting ourselves to that basket, which then opened up some other opportunities for us. But really proud of just the discipline that we had seen on our end of the floor, and controlling a lot of things. And the defensive intensity now, I mean, I think there's still a lot of things that we need to improve upon. When you apply that much pressure, it exposes you to some penetration as well. So we've got to work on our rotations out of that a little bit more. I felt like we exposed that too much, gave them a few direct lanes. We need to limit those. But really, all in all, they executed the game plan really well, and that's what I'm most proud of.
Things we've been talking about this past week, valuing possessions, passing up a good shot to get a great shot. And I think that's what we saw today, and what we're seeing as a result is about 57% shooting.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we have very, very capable players, and they're all unique and wonderful in their own ways, and they all bring so much versatility to this team, and we've got to make sure that we're utilizing them and maximizing their strengths, and not forcing anything, allowing the game just to come to us, and that's really what happened tonight.
And then we said last night we're learning how to celebrate each other, and boy, what a celebration you can put on today.
Hey,
I just can't believe it. I'm just giddy with excitement with the way that this game was played here today. I mean, you're wearing the home jerseys. You felt right at home here in Harrisburg.
Yeah, you know, things were clicking, and I really feel like this is what this team is capable of. I think us as coaches who get to see these kids every single day, we knew it, and that was the hardest part about some of those losses early on. But at the same time, because of those, it's made us so much stronger and so much tougher, and I feel like it's exposed things that we needed to do, and it's going to make us so much better.
And the next opportunity is Friday night against the Yankton Bucks, a team that, they're not the same team they were last year, but they're playing pretty well so far, most times out. What do we know about Yankton?
You know, they've beat some teams, and then they've lost some teams. Beat some teams maybe they were pretty big underdogs with, and they've lost to some teams where maybe you thought they should win. But you know, I think they're going to come in and really force you to be uncomfortable, and we again have to just remain disciplined. They've got athletes. You saw it on the football field, and we've got to make sure that we're doing our job on both ends of the floor.
Greg Dean would be proud, wouldn't he?
He'd be very proud.
What a weekend. Good job, Coach. We'll see you Friday night, all right?
Thank you.
Brianna Kusler, the head coach of the Governors. Pierre knocking off Harrisburg today 65-47. We've got plenty to talk about yet. Let's take another 2-minute break, and we'll come back with the big plays of the game from Hermanson Endodontics and also players of the game. Boy, how are we going to choose in this one? Still coming back after a 2-minute timeout. Family Dental postgame continues. This is Pierre Governor basketball.
Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota is proud to introduce our new subprime specialist, Stevie Spears. Tell everybody what you can do for him.
I am the subprime specialist, so no matter what your credit is, good, bad, got some challenges, have never had a loan, I'm the person to go to. I will try to get you pre-approved before you come into the dealership so you're not coming here waiting hours. I can help you get into a vehicle with little to no down.
Welcoming Stevie Spears to the family at Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre, 518 East Sioux Avenue. Give us a call, 605-224-7378, and be sure to visit gatewayfordtoyota.com.
Do you dream of a custom home built within your budget and done on time? Kruger Contracting can make that dream a reality. They're a trusted home builder since 2003, and they're going to be upfront and open about cost and transparent about where your money is going when it comes to your new home. Their skilled crew will manage construction of your new home from start to finish. They're located in Pierre and can build your home in Pierre, Fort Pierre, or the surrounding area. Call 605-222-2523. Visit KrugerContracting.com or find Kruger Contracting on Facebook.
At American Family Insurance, we help protect what you've achieved so you can fearlessly go after your dreams. For auto, home, business, and life, contact us today. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance, Life Mutual, Standard of Ohio and Wisconsin Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
Call the Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, LLC, with offices in Pierre, Oneida, and Gettysburg.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest, convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Harrisburg and back to our Family Dental post game. Before we go with the big plays of the game and your player of the game, how about we give you the stats in this one? Coach Kusler, again, coming up a little bit quicker than normal because of the way this game was played. The Governors, by far, their best game of the season, beating Harrisburg 65-47. Pierre led 14-12 at the end of one. That was after Harrisburg scored the last 5 points of the quarter. And the Governors then were able to run off a 21-16 advantage in the second period. They led by 7, 35-28. Harrisburg had a couple of layups early in the third quarter, but then went cold as they only scored 6 points to the Governors' 19. And lo and behold, the Pierre Governors led by 20 at 54-34 at the end of three. Tigers with a couple of, 3 threes in that fourth quarter, outscore Pierre 13-11 in the final stanza, but 65-47. Very impressive victory for the Governors. Pierre, as we mentioned to the coach, about 57% shooting, just under. 25 of 44 on the game. They go 12 of 23 in the second half. All told, 7 of 13 from outside the arc. And they get to the free throw line 12 times. They knock 8 of those down. 3 double-figure scores. It is the big three for Pierre, with Lincoln Keenhole scoring 20 points to lead all scorers. Jackson Edmond with 18. Matthew Hansen with 14. And Edmond got taken to the floor pretty hard, knocked his head pretty good, and was out for a little while in that third period. Governor teammates came certainly held their own through the rest of the way, but again, 20-18-14. There's your big three scoring for Pierre. Cade Kaiser hit a couple of threes. He'll score 6 off the bench. Christian Bush checks in with 4. Jet Zabel with 2. Brecken Kruger with a free throw, down 65 for the Governors in this one. For the Tigers, again, you're looking at a team that the last 2 ball games in which they've averaged 75, 76 points this week, in hitting 12 threes each. They're cut in half on that one. 6 out of 22 in this game today from long range. That a part of 17 of 45 overall. They go 7 of 9 from the free throw line, but Harrisburg did not attempt a single free throw in the second half. They are led in scoring by two very good players. Ethan Detterman with 19 points. This guy, pretty good three-point shooter. He hit 3 in this game, but I really like what he gives them off the dribble as well. Jacoby Merriman, a 6'3 sophomore, also good-looking player. He's got 11 points, but it drops off from there. Maxwell Knutson with 5, Gavin Asham with 5. Both of them had 1 3-pointer today. Connor Coleman off the bench with 2. Also Andrew Walter and Titan Tryon, 2 points apiece. Braden Van Bakern with 1. As Harrisburg falls in this one 65-47. Rebounding, a major advantage to the Governors, 30-17 overall, including 7 to 3 on the offensive end. Jackson Edmond to go with his 18 points, grabs 12 rebounds to lead Pierre, and Maxwell Knutson had 4 in the first half for Harrisburg, but did not get any more in the second half. They spread the rebounding around, but nobody with more than 4 or 5 for the Tigers. Rebounding-wise, Pierre did turn it over 10 times. Harrisburg had some real quick hands in the first period especially. They got 4 steals right off the bat, but Pierre had 5 turnovers in the first quarter, only 5 the rest of the way. 3 of those come in the fourth quarter. Harrisburg with 7 turnovers, so not a bad game as far as that is concerned for the Tigers. Another fun stat to give. An 18-9 advantage for Pierre in the assist column. And quick glance has Keenholz with 4 of those. But again, the Governors, as we mentioned, spreading the ball around. A lot of people doing the passing, and there's several people doing the scoring as well. Very complete game, and we'll say it again, by far the best game we've seen from the Pierre Governors this season, maybe even in the last 2 to 3 years, perhaps, as they beat Harrisburg 65-47. Of course, it is just one ball game, so we'll see after a week worth of practice how much the Governors can keep this roll going when they host the Yankton Bucks on Friday night at Riggs High Gym. Now, let's get into big plays of the game in our post game from Family Dental. Big plays are sponsored by the folks at Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre. The big plays are coming up after this 30-second timeout. This is Governor Basketball.
Quality comes first at Hermanson Endodontics. Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics strives to provide treatment that is not only comfortable, but also provides the best possible outcome. They do this by effective and timely communication with your dentist and preserving as much of the tooth as possible using state-of-the-art 3-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre.
Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre with the big plays of this basketball game. And my goodness, there's big plays all over the place. I think I'm going to go right to the beginning of the second half as Pierre led 35-28. Kind of expecting Harrisburg maybe to catch some fire early on in that second half. They did have a couple of layups that got them going. And again, a 3-point happy team, but it was the layups that seemed to get them in a little bit of momentum. But before that happened, I just don't think it was going to happen, maybe because of a follow-up offensive rebound turned into a jam by Jackson Edmond as Pierre went up by 9 at that point. And I think the Governors asserted their authority in this game with just that first basket. Second chance, of course, thrown down by Jackson Edmond. He had another slam later in the second half, but that is our big play of this game. It's brought to you by Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre. Jackson had one last night at O'Gorman. He gets another couple today. He and Keenholz having some fun with the slam dunks here today, this season, we should say. But Pierre winning this one by 18, and thanks in part to several big plays of the game. And by the way, 7 of 13 3-pointers. Govs will take that anytime. Big plays brought to you by Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre. Your player of the game is a bit of a difficult decision. We'll talk about that, but certainly pat on the back and honorable mention to Ethan Detterman and Jacoby Merriman, among others, for the Harrisburg Tigers. 19 and 11 points to lead the way for Harrisburg in the losing cause, as they did have pretty good efforts, and I'm sure they'll have big games coming up for Harrisburg, and the Tigers, I imagine, will be ready if they happen to meet the Governors again later on this season. But we'll look at the Governors and talk about big plays, and, well, I should say players of the game when we return. But our player of the game sponsor goes first. They are Cowboy Country Stores in Pierre.
Anytime is a good time for Cowboy Country Stores in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Fill up your tank and your stomach. Heading to the campground, hunting the fields, fishing the waters, Cowboy Country Stores are ready for you. Feed the family while on the go with delicious food. Breakfast starting at 5 a.m. Fresh baked pastries, coffee, regular and breakfast pizzas, Federal Bird stands, convenience with a capital C. Cowboy Country Stores and Champs Chicken on Euclid and Harrison in Pierre and in Fort Pierre.
Cowboy Country Stores players of the game. Let's run down the candidates. Of course, I think Jackson Edmond was a big factor in this game with 18 points, 12 rebounds, and as mentioned, a couple of throwdowns as well. But he's got a couple of T-shirts, so we're going to look elsewhere. Lincoln Keenholz with 20 points leading the way. Lincoln, I think, had his best shooting game of the season. I've got him at 5 for 5 inside the arc, 2 for 5 from long range, 4 for 4 from the free throw line. That's a solid game from a guy that the Governors need. And I think the scoring started with Keenholz today, and Edmond and Matthew Hansen, who had 14 points, including hitting his first 3 3-pointers of the day. Coming up with another double-digit effort. Matty scores 30 points in the 2 games over the weekend, but all of those guys have T-shirts. We like to spread the wealth, and I think another good representative of what the Governors were able to accomplish today is somebody. All he did was go 2 for 2 from the free throw line, but again, I think the quickness that the Governors had today providing and creating that matchup problem with the Harrisburg Tigers was due in part to what Cade Kaiser does off the bench in this one, the 6'2 sophomore Kaiser. Good to see him shooting. I love watching his shooting stroke in action, and boy, he's spot on with his 2 3-pointers today just to help out the cause. Obviously, Pierre had the big 3, but Cade Kaiser played a good game today. He is our player of the game, and it's sponsored by Cowboy Country Stores in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Cowboy Country Stores and River 92.7 Sports naming that T-shirt in honor, shall we say, of Cade Kaiser. Can't say enough about the effort of the Governors, except for the fact that it is just one game, and Pierre's got, what do they got, 7, 8 more to go. In fact, they're now 6 and 7, so 7 games yet to play in this regular season. But Cade Kaiser, again, your Cowboy Country Stores player of the game. Pierre wins at 65-47 over the Harrisburg Tigers. Up next for Harrisburg coming up in the week ahead. Well, don't forget the girls' game of this matchup is Tuesday night at Riggs High Gym. That's our next broadcast here on River 92.7, 6:30 pregame, and the 7 o'clock tip-off on the FM home, your official home of the Governors, the stations of DRG Media Group. Girls basketball Thursday at Yankton with David Burrell on that one, and then I'll have the Governors hosting Yankton on Friday as well, both of those games. 6:30 pregames on River 92.7. There is Governor Wrestling in this week ahead Thursday on KGFX on the AM side, as well as the Govs host Mitchell. And, again, that's upcoming action. Harrisburg, by the way, boys basketball will host Brandon Valley on Tuesday, and then they go to Aberdeen on Friday. That is their upcoming schedule as well for the Tigers. Tigers a good ball club today, but they ran into a buzzsaw that is and was the Pierre Governors in this one. South Dakota Office of Highway Safety celebrates being a part of a team. They remind us all to slow down, think twice in case of ice during winter driving conditions. One final look at the scores in boys basketball. Rapid City Stevens leads at Rapid City Central 56-37 out west right now, and Mitchell will play Lincoln tonight in Mitchell. Douglas hosting Yankton later on. Girls basketball, as I think Harrisburg and Brandon Valley were set to play today, but I don't have that one on the list. But meanwhile, Watertown still struggling with Belle Fourche. 41-30 was the last update late in the third quarter. And again, Douglas and Yankton will play later on in high school AA girls basketball. It's been a fun one here, but it is time to bid you a good rest of this evening. Thanks a lot to Caleb Brozick for running live ticket, live video streaming. When we sign off, this will be available on demand through the River 92.7 page of the DRG News app and of drgnews.com. Hopefully it'll be as fun for you to re-watch as it was to call this one the best game of the year for the Pierre Governors. Thanks again to Heather Williams, as always, for running the show in studio, and thank you for joining us as well. Until we meet again on Tuesday night, I'm Brian Oakland, DRG Media Group Sports, your final Gales Gas Service scoreboard. The Governors defeating the Harrisburg Tigers 65-47. This is Pierre Governor Sports, your official voice of the Governors, River 92.7, drgnews.com.